Game. Should I wait until I can explore the other worlds first then? Because I still haven't found the White Trinity, you know what I mean? Ooh, glowing light. Eight o'clock door opened. Oh. Hang on, look. It's glowing. And that's the 8 o'clock position as well. Hang on. Just Donald. Oh god, that's so funny. Donald, Donald, Donald. Just the tail. Because I'm fucking a helicopter. That's so funny. Okay, I was about to be like, I swear to god, if it fucking dropped and I didn't realize. Okay. So yeah, I was saying this earlier, I should go over it again though, that when I say I was in the fandom, I didn't watch any, like, gameplay. The only time I've looked up gameplay for this game is solely when I was stuck on something. And I was like, I can't figure something out. Then I, like, look up, like, how to, something, you know what I mean? So, like, even after all this time of, like, being aware of Kingdom Hearts, I've never, like, seen gameplay of it. And so I decided that the best way to see the gameplay would be to play it myself. Okay, now I'm kind of left the question now here. Because, like, is this a case where, you know, once you finish the game, you can't go back over stuff? I don't know. Because, like, there's some games that, like, let you finish the game, but then kind of, like, reset you. And you can still, kind of reset you, and you can still, like, go over stuff. You know what I mean? Like, go back and find, like, items and shit like that. But at the same time, I don't know this game very well. So I don't know if this game will allow that. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is a game that will allow me to go defeat the boss now, and then after defeating the boss, it will, like, reset me, and I can then I have no place to put my headphones. It will then reset me, and I can just go and, like, go find all the things I didn't find. You know what I mean? So it's like, if it's a case where, no, you're one and done, I should probably wait and, like, collect some stuff. Not to mention, what fucking level am I at right now? Hang on. Yeah, override. What level am I at right now? 40, 43, 41, 44, 44. That's more than likely not strong enough to defeat the big bosses. So I'd probably have to do some grinding as well. Like, more than likely, the fact that Goofy was like, oh, we should probably revisit the other worlds is probably, like, a hint that, like, yeah. It's like, because it's the only new world. You know, oh, hoo, hoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so, like, it's almost mandatory to have the Keyblade from this place then. Because I realized that what the stars represent is that, like, it's the strength of the Keyblade that you have that you need to really be able to do well in these places. I revisited one or two of them already. Honestly, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it a try. I think that's what I'll do. I'll give it a try. And if I don't succeed, then I can grind and come back. Or what would we do, like a grinding stream or something? Or a stream where I like level up and all the things. So let's try. And if I need to come back and level up, I'll do that. Okay, headphones, headphones, headphones. Yeah. I wish there was a way to like have a increase like the magnet range. That would be nice. Also, how do we know that these are heartless ships and not just like other travelers between worlds? We could be shooting them down. Like, how do we know that these are heartless and not other survivors that we're just killing just because? Oh shit. That literally was like a stopgap and then someone had to fucking... Someone must have been like, let them pass, like, fuck. So, as soon as we're coming up in the end, I'll talk about a few things. I realize whenever I like play games, I tend to get quiet, unfortunately, so I don't think I've really gone into what I think too much. I think the most I really said was that, like, the last time with, like, Geppetto and Pinocchio, the way, like, Riku and Zora just kind of fell out there, and I was just like, I wish there was more talking. I wish it was more than just, like, Zora, like, falling into a fighting stance. And it's like, my guy, this is your best friend. This is your childhood best friend. Why is talking not coming to mind? Like, yeah, there's like once or twice where he's like, Riku, what are you thinking? And it's just like, and then Riku retorts like, what are you thinking? And it's just like, can you two fucking communicate, please? Honestly, like, I already have a bias. Like, Riku's already my favorite, but like, I like the fact that like he's complicated, I guess. Like, he's on the, like, he's working with the villains and all, but he's like, he's so competent and he's like ordering them around and shit. And I'm still curious about him and Maleficent. Like, I know that, like, she says, oh, I love you like a son or whatever, and I know that that's BS, but at the same time, like, live action Maleficent, which is like Disney kind of, I'm pretty sure it was Disney approved for Maleficent to become like a loving mother figure and basically adoptive mother to Aurora. So I can't help but feel like all of this was almost like an early hint to the fact that like that she does actually take on like a motherly role and does actually care about Riku. Because like in the moment, I'm absolutely like, yeah, she's probably just saying it to manipulate him. Because the thing is, like, she keeps warning all the villains about the Heartless. You know what I mean? Like, but she seemingly only warns them all, like, once each. But Riku, she keeps repeatedly going, don't lose your heart to the Heartless, don't lose your heart to the Heartless. Like, you have a strong heart, you have powers, and all this. But at the same time, she's like, that boy has abandoned you. You know what I mean? Like, so one minute she was like, don't lose yourself to the darkness. And then at the same time, she's also like, oh, but that boy has abandoned you. He clearly doesn't care about you anymore. He's replaced you with that Donald and Goofy, you know what I mean? Like, on one hand, part of me wants to be like, maybe, but I don't know, like, back now, because that whole, like, becoming a loving mother figure to Aurora thing was not a thing back then. Like, I don't know, who knows, maybe this kind of inspired that, or maybe, like, cause, like, I can't help but, like, because I kind of wish, like, because I don't know if Kingdom Hearts fans have talked about this, but, like, I wonder if any of them kind of like with the context like of seeing like the live action version of Maleficent becoming like a loving mother figure to Aurora. Did any of them like Kingdom Hearts fans, and did any of them kind of go, huh, that kind of like has interesting implications for like Kingdom Hearts, like the implications of like where the way she's like, oh, I love you like a son and all this, like, is that kind of insinuating that on some level there is some care that she has for him, and it could develop genuinely into a mother-son thing, into her loving him like a son if she like opens her heart to that or whatever. Because like imagine being like a Kingdom Hearts fan back in the day and you see all this and you're probably assuming like Riku that like, oh, it's just manipulation. And even I, like, I'm like, it's a manipulation, but I have the context of like, hey, a few years later, we had like a movie, a live action, and I'm pretty sure it's Disney approved, of Maleficent becoming like a loving, caring mother figure for Aurora, the girl she set a curse on. And technically speaking, didn't she like? Because I don't know what you'd call it, but she technically did put like a curse on Riku. Like that last cutscene we saw of Riku, she was like, oh, let me help you awaken your powers, and he was like covered in a green glow. And again, in the movie, she cursed Aurora, and the curse was the color of green. You know what I mean? It was a green curse color, and then later, like again in the movie, she tried to undo the curse because she realized she came to love Aurora, so she tried to undo her curse, and it wouldn't hold, it wouldn't take, and she realized like her anger back then was more powerful than her love right now or whatever, and she's like, I've doomed you to like sleep eternally, whatever. Hello. I'm just I'm going over my thoughts because I'm pretty sure this is the ending, or at the very least it's like near the end. And I'm just, because I don't know enough about this game series to know if this game will like let me kind of go back and like get all like chests or whatever that I didn't get before. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like talking before I start. But I was just saying about how in the movie, Maleficent, and how she's like, you know, the big bad and everything, and how one of her lines to Riku was like, I love you like a son. I'm going over like the idea of maybe on some level, maybe there is some truth to it, because in the Maleficent movie, she does come to love Aurora, but at the same time, I'm like, it wasn't a thing back now when this was made, you know? But like I was also going with like that scene where with Maleficent where she's like, oh, unlock your power or whatever, and Riku was like covered in like a green glow. So like in the movie as well, like when she cursed Aurora, it's a green glow too. It's a green spell, I guess. A green curse. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the movie, like the Maleficent movie when this was originally made was not a thing yet, and I'm well aware of that. But I also think like wouldn't have been really interesting for like Kingdom Hearts fans if like they played this game first, and then how many years later the Maleficent movie happens, and then the Kingdom Hearts fans, you know, remembering like, oh, Riku and Maleficent and her little line about, oh, I love you like a son. Like, I do genuinely think in the moment she only meant it as manipulation. But, like, just thinking about it, because I